welcome to another NIO video, baby. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys price targets for NIO in the near term, so be sure you watch all the way through the video. And if you want to follow along with me real time on a daily basis with NIO, all you got to do, baby, is check out that link down below in the description. Check out my private Discord, hop on in. But at the very least, leave me a like and hit that subscribe, baby, and turn on the notification bell so you get a NIO price target video every single week coming your way. NIO, man, it's not looking terrible, but I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I'm not gonna say it's looking amazing. I'm not a pumper, I'll give my 2 cents. First thing here is when we look at the daily chart, right? The higher time frame, the main thing that I'm looking at is this descending volume down here. This is actually a pretty good sign. So in my opinion, just based on this narrative, I do think NIO has a chance of relieving soon. Okay, there's a couple factors. One, we have that descension of volume, right? When volume is staircasing down, whether it's seller or buyer volume, it doesn't matter. That shows a sign of weakness. Another thing is too, if you look at these daily candles, they have small bodies, and yesterday's candle actually looked pretty good. I thought we'd get our relief more today, but we had that long wick on the bottom side yesterday, right? So that means buyers are coming back in, and then today we really just didn't have a lot of movement. So if we're starting to see smaller body candles, right, less movement with descending volume, that's a good sign. That means we're starting to find a little bit of relief here, possibly looking for that floor in the near term. And I would argue that floor could be somewhere around this prior low that we're looking at right now, which is about that 1062 level. And usually in that 1060 range, based on my previous videos, you've seen quite a reaction from NIO here. Now, taking a further step out, when you look at the price action, we are still sufficing higher lows on the price action, so that's a good sign as well. There is a little bit of breathing room here, obviously depending on where you draw your trend line, but the higher lows is what I like, right? Here's a low, and here's a potential another low, assuming that we curl right here. The higher lows is good, right? We're building a higher base. Okay, so that means price is gradually creeping up here, right? Even though this is over a span of a few weeks or months, it's still a pretty good sign. Now, one thing I want you to look out for, right? If we offer a little bit of pessimism on this, I want to take a look at potentially some bearish patterns here. So one I've been looking at the last few days or weeks here has been this potential bear flag. Now, the main reason why I'm ruling this out is because if this bear flag is even here, the stock would have to go to almost zero to complete the move. And I don't see NIO going bankrupt. Like, even fundamentally, that doesn't make sense. They're doing pretty good as a company, right? Yeah, they're going to have some delivery misses here. Yeah, there's going to be some things going on, but net overall, they're doing a pretty good job. And supply chain's always been a struggle, so that's no big deal. But the main thing to keep in mind is that they're government subsidized. So ultimately, the Chinese government is not going to let them go bankrupt. They're always going to maintain that floor for them. I think NIO is sitting perfectly fine here. Can it go lower? Absolutely. Is there a bear flag here? Probably not. However, I could argue that there maybe is a channel here that we may break down below. Either way, keep tabs on that. That's one thing I'm noting, right? We have these higher highs and these higher lows. The higher lows are a good thing. Usually higher highs are a good thing, but not after we have a strong pullback and then we see that, okay? So let's see what happens next year. But like I said, in the near term, I do expect relief soon. I just do. It makes a lot of sense. The price action is supporting it. There's a lot of contributing factors here. Now, before I dive into some price targets, baby, I want to talk about one more thing here on NIO. When we're watching NIO, it's going to be really good that we watch the NASDAQ 100. If you're not watching this, I don't know what you're doing. Now, NIO, like many other stocks, is somewhat correlated to the NASDAQ 100, okay? So it's good to watch this, at least on the side. Keep tabs on it. Obviously, the NASDAQ's been performing a lot better than NIO recently, but it's still good to keep tabs on it, okay? And also just market catalyst as a whole and see how NIO reacts to that. Now, diving back in here, I want to talk about the both near-term and kind of more further out-term price targets here so we can be covered for at least the next week or two until I make that next video, of course. Now, one thing I want to note too with this near-term price action is be cognizant of a potential descending triangle here. Just keep tabs on it, okay? I'm not trying to be too bearish, okay? Just again, I'm always looking out for you guys. I'm trying to be realistic, not too pessimistic, but realistic, okay? So potential little descending triangle here. This could send us further back down. So let's first talk about price targets to the downside, okay? So if we start falling down here, and you can certainly make money, just trade some puts, not financial advice. If we're looking to the downside here, there's a couple areas that I'm watching on NIO. One is definitely going to be that 1045 price level. That is a really nice level there. There's a pocket of liquidity down there. And me personally, personally, I'm not expecting too much more of a sell-off, even if this descending triangle is valid, just because in the higher time frame, I expect relief very soon here. It just makes a lot of sense. Price action is supporting it. The next level that I'm watching here is going to be that 1035. That's a good level to watch as well. One of the lowest levels I think we come down to in the very near future, if not $10, is a nice clean whole number. Psychological level, we can watch those as well. Now, price targets to the upside, baby. I know that's what you want to hear. I know there's a lot of bulls in here. Okay, let's talk about it. So the first one I'm going to watch is just that prior high, right? 1105. And it'd be good to also watch $11 on the way up, because again, psychological, nice whole clean numbers is what the market makers like to see. We're going to watch 1105, and then just above that's going to be about 1123. I want you to watch those. Okay, now if we somehow clear past all of this, I think a good valid level to watch will be 1145. That'll be your next level. So again, levels to this: 1105, 1123, and 1145. That should get you covered at least through the rest of this week, and or until I make that next NIO price target video. Just make sure you smash that subscribe and you stay tuned along the way. Check out that link down below in my description if you want to follow along NIO on a daily cadence. Other than that, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video, baby.